Hi, it's Alan Mendelson, and I'm here with Chris, one of our tax resolution specialists, who's here to talk to you about a very serious issue, and that is even though we offer a free consultation, a lot of people are afraid, literally afraid, to call in for a free consultation about their tax issues. Why?
That's a good question, Alan. That's a real good question. But through my experience, I know the answer to that question.
Go ahead.
So
Well,
there's a difference out there. There really is. I'm not going to knock all of them. I don't think that would be professional. But I must say that about 90% of the clients that have gone through tax processing companies is what they're truly called. They can get transcripts done, but there's nothing really ever done. But the taking of your monies or your retainer. So
tax processing companies, we're talking about all of these companies that advertise, we can get you a fresh start, we can get you an
yes,
offer and compromise, but they're really doing nothing. They're
they
just taking the money.
Well, they're delivering false promises because they're not practitioners, for one. Our firm is a little different because very close to like arbitrators. So we do live time. We do everything live time. We will definitely parallel the actual programs under the Fresh Start title, that is, under a person's income, where they might live, do the proper guidelines that the IRS would want us to do. Once we qualify them, what makes the difference is that we truly call the IRS. We call them live time. We would have the client on the line with that particular practitioner and, of course, the revenue officer at the IRS. And that blows a lot of people away because a lot of processing tax companies don't do that. They don't have an in-house attorneys that used to work for the IRS. And it's just a lot of false promises. And, I don't like it personally. 7 years ago, I started out with a company like that, and I've learned the difference. And I'm just really happy to help people and be with a firm.
You said a lot of important
Mhm.
things here. Let me just break it down.
Yeah,
Number one, you mentioned that we've got practitioners working here. Not only do we have tax resolution specialists such as yourself, but we do have attorneys, CPAs, accountants, enrolled agents.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we've
Absolutely.
got real professionals here, not just people processing money over the phone to get people signed up.
Absolutely. And the bottom line is that money is not per se the venue. I mean, with business tax, of course, I mean, there's a little high end, retainers at some point, I guess. But I guess bigger than anything, the personal and business tax retainers that we even offer, if they qualify, that is, and we normally are pretty good at qualifying, are seeming to be fruitful for many because unlike processing tax companies, they ask for a lot of money, never deliver, and a person doesn't mind a lot of times investing in themselves, but to have the delivery and have the guarantee is something that they all want, and I'm kind of tired of that not happening for most.
You take this personally.
I do off the clock. I'm not a perfect man myself, but I got to say I've got ethics away from this firm, off the clock, off the phone. I'm the same guy, and I just don't like people being burnt. People that have worked so long all their lives being taken advantage of, giving false promises and false hope, and then only to have to call us back and get a renewal of spirit, so to speak, lack of better terms. But I am happy when they do call us because all we get is positive reviews, a lot of referrals, and a lot of blown away potential clients because they've never seen this process.
One thing we should warn people about is that the IRS even warns
They
taxpayers
do.
to watch out for what they call offer and compromise
Mills,
mills
mills,
or fresh start
mills.
mills.
That's exactly right.
And they use the word mill intentionally because that's what these companies do.
Yeah,
They're out there taking your money and disappearing
yeah,
and not delivering.
yeah. It's a run of a mill, like you stated. That is the term that we use in this industry for companies like that. And the bottom line is, like I said before, I do take it personal, and the biggest thing is if you invest in yourself, there's a lot that can happen. When you do invest in yourself with a liability, first you're off the hook with the IRS, obviously, for lack of better terms. But bigger than anything, your life can be structured all over again. And when they use the term fresh start, there's several programs under that title. But when we actually apply that, bottom line, people are ecstatic. I've had people even cry on the phone, from relief. Yeah,
You got things like we use terms like fresh start, but the offer and compromise, the innocent spouse rule you sometimes
penalty
use.
abatement. You've got IA installment agreements. The bottom line is sometimes the way that we do things, I think why we're so successful is because of our actual attorneys. You know, we have attorneys that actually literally worked for the IRS at one time. So they understand the guidelines.
And now they're working for our clients who call
Yes.
in. Yeah.
Yes,
That's-
yes. And
that's-
I love them to death. And I feel I can sleep at night. You know, I've been on the phone selling a number of products, but within this tax industry, the last 7 years, dealing with, legal tax defense, I'd have to say that the name stands for itself. We're A plus rated, BBB, and mainly just living off referrals and, our good reputation
So we deliver.
all day long.
And consumers, taxpayers who call us should know that we deliver.
We deliver, and guarantee I can and try it. Try us.
Yeah.
Try us. I mean, try me. This.
And you can
Yeah.
try Chris by calling him directly.
Yes, please.
Give your direct phone line, because Chris stands for really stands for what he's talking about here.
Justice.
Yeah.
I mean that. I mean
Go ahead.
that. My
Direct
phone
line.
number, for those that are insecure, those that have had bad experiences with processing tax companies, never getting any results, I would love for you to challenge me by calling me at 949 359 04, and that is my direct number or anything like that. And
Okay, give that phone number again.
that's going to be at 949
Right.
359 0804.
And we have that phone number at the bottom of this video in the description. We also have it in the article that you're seeing on the website. And call up, because he's serious.
Dead serious.
He's
I'm tired
serious.
of it. I'm tired of it, seriously.
He's worked for other companies that didn't do things right. Now he works here for us, and he does things right, which is why he's on this video, and he's showing his face, and he's giving his direct phone line so people know.
Not hiding from you. I would love to help you. And I just want to show you the difference.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Al.